Sitting tall, bring your feet flat to the floor, hands resting gently on your legs. Close your eyes. We're going to just start with a few breaths to tune in and tune out. Enjoy each long, slow breath. Exhale slowly. Hear your breath on the exhale. We're going to move today and strengthen, stretch, and enjoy every breath. Remember, it's your practice, no one else's. Taking care of your body, listening to it, do what feels right for your body. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Hear your breath as you breathe out and draw the navel in at the bottom of the breath. Do that a few more times. One more inhale. We'll fill up all the way. Relax your face on the breath out. Release your jaw. Spread the skin between your eyebrows. Turn up the corners of your mouth. And then on the next breath in, fill up all the way, get a little fuller, sip in more air. Lengthen the back of the neck and lift the crown of the head, sip in more air, hold. And breathe out through the mouth. Do that again, inhale. Fill up all the way, sip in more, get fuller. Round, full, deep breath. And exhale. On this third time, we're going to breathe in. Nice and full. We're going to make an SH sound on the exhale, like you're saying shh. Empty all the way out. Sounds a bit like when a balloon is being deflated. Inhale, try that again. Pause, and exhale. Relax your tongue at the bottom of the breath. Inhale, one more. Fill up all the way, feel the round, open. Drop the shoulders downward. Exhale. At the bottom of the breath, can you drop the chin down, keeping the air out? Draw the navel in. And then take a breath in, lift the chin up. Stretching the front of the throat. And then exhale, drop the head down. Hear your breath. One more inhale, lift. Top of the breath. And then exhale, release the chin down to the chest and stretch the back of the neck. Drop the shoulders down and press the feet firmly. Let the head hang heavy, drop the shoulders. Bring the chin all the way down as far as you can go, and then lift the head neutral. And then as if you're pressing the back of the head into an imaginary wall, draw the chin in toward the throat and lengthen a little bit more right at the base of the skull. Feel that length? That feel good? All right, lifting the right shoulder, I'll mirror you over and drop the head, squeeze. Drop the shoulder down, keep the head tilted. One more inhale. Exhale. Roll the head over to the other side, dropping it down and over, lifting. Keeping the head tilted as you drop the shoulder down. And lift. And roll the head to the center of your chest. Drop the head a little bit further. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the head one more time. Stretching the front of the throat. Placing your hands right on top of your chest. In towards your chest and down towards your navel. Pressing. Open your jaw, stretch. Bring your lips gently together. Bring your head back to neutral. Take your hands and cross your arms. Bring your hands over towards your shoulders. Lifting the elbows up toward your chin, a little higher than your shoulders. And then dropping the elbows down, moving the head carefully forward again. One more inhale, lift. A little bit of pressure with your hands down into your arm bones. And then drop the elbows down, moving the head carefully. And on this next one, lift the elbows up. We're going to extend the arms toward the sky, unfold. Bring the hands parallel to each other, facing each other, and then reach both arms long. And then bend the elbows. Kind of pulsate the arms. Keeping the head neutral, drawing the rib cage in. And lengthen the arms, reach one arm, climbing a rope, articulate the fingers, squeeze them into a fist. Oh, stretch those hands. Grab and pull down toward the crown of your head. Like that. See if you can get that arm as long and strong as you can. Stretching the side body all the way down to the hip bone. And then bring the hands together. Release them down to Anjali Mudra. Drop the head, bowing forward. Take a breath. And then just take your hands and rub them together. Create a little friction between them. It's a cold morning, even though it's summer. And then take your hands, we're going to cross the arms one more time. Changing sides, see if you can do that. See one arm, the other arm on top. Feel the warmth of your hands. Lift the elbows a little higher than your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, lifting. Use the bottom arm to lift the top arm. Feel a little stretch right in that shoulder joint. It's really good for the shoulders. And on this third one, inhale, lift. And then extend and fold, slowly opening up. Dropping the shoulders, reaching both arms evenly. Grab a hold of one wrist. Lengthen that arm. See if you can get your upper arms to touch your ears. Spread the fingers. And other side, grab a hold. Lengthen it, reach it. And soften the shoulders, palms face. And then keep going with this right arm. Just drop it down to the side. Lean over. Spin the bottom hand so it faces away from your body. Top hand is facing downward. Inhale, both arms up. And just float the other arm down. Lean. Look straight ahead. Right at me. Lean over to the other side. Reach the bottom arm. Lift that bottom arm, both arms overhead. Look up at your hands. Touch the hands together. Back to the heart. Prayer twist to one side. So pick a side and turn using your feet, pressing the big toe mounds, keeping those kneecaps pointing forward as you turn. Keeping the hands center of your chest. Take a breath in your twist. Feel the beautiful spiraling of the spine. So good for the spine. And come back to the center. Let's do the other side. Just keeping the hands lightly touching center of the chest as you turn the other way. Pressing the big toe mounds again. Don't let the knees flop to the side. See if you can soften the shoulders. They like to play along. And inhale back to the center. Interlace your fingers. Notice which finger and thumb always goes on top. Pressing the hands away, extend the arms. And then inhale, bend the elbows. Breathe in. Exhale, scooping forward. Lengthen those arms. The more we lengthen those arms, the freer our necks. Stretching the forearms into the upper arm muscles and up to the shoulders. And then keep going up to the ear. All that line of energy and length and fascia that is all connected. The more we stretch our arms and hands, the easier our neck has to move. Last one, extend the arms. Bring the hands back together, bring the palms together, interlaced, and just rotate. Get all the crackles out, and reverse. Unlace, relace with the other index and thumb on top. Give it a squeeze, press it forward, inhale, exhale, inhale. Press nice and firm this time, and exhale, and then inhale. And then bring the hands together so you can join the wrist and rotate and reverse. Unlace your fingers, bring your hands back to Anjali Mudra. Bring your elbows a little higher so your forearms are level with the ground. And then open the fingers wide so you have a little starfish action here. And then curl the fingers, separate the hands, and then press the tips of the fingers together. This lengthens the fingers as we bring the fingers together. The palms touch, the wrists touch. I'm going to drop my wrists a little bit more because I can. Really stretching those wrists and that thumb joint. Again, pressing the fingers. Separate the hands, press the tips of the fingers. We need strength in our hands. And then extend the fingers, see if you can get very slowly every inch of your hands to touch. And shake it out. Do this. We're going to do the sculling action with our hands like this. So kind of rotate the hands around like you're treading water. Yeah, like that. And come a little closer so you see this movement of the hands like that. Keep going. One more. And then turn the hands up. Bring the hands into a tray and the arms parallel to each other. Flatten the palms, open them up, spread the fingers. Good. And then bring the hands and arms to the side, keeping the elbows touching the rib cage. And now we're going to draw the shoulder blades together. Notice the arms go further back. And see if you can get those forearms level with the ground. Most of you can see yourself, so you can make some adjustments. Look at the screen, and then come back to a tray, and then back to the side. Extend the arms. You knew this was coming. Extend the arms long. Lift the hands so they're level with your shoulders, more or less. Spread the fingers wide. And then bend the elbows, make a fist. Touch the elbows to the ribs. Extend the arms, open the hands. And back in, make a fist, tap, and extend. One more, and tap. Make a fist, draw the shoulder blades together, feel the strength in the upper back, and then extend the arms. Lift the hands so they're level with your shoulders. If they're down here, that's totally fine. If you're doing just one arm, great. Extend, well, not great, but do what you can, and extend the arms really long like you're reaching, someone's pulling you from either side. Take a breath. We're going to spin the arms so the palms face downward. Slowly turn. little rotisserie there. And now we're going to stretch those wrists more, like we're pressing against two walls on either side. Nice work. Now keep pressing, hold here, draw the shoulder blades together. Knit the ribs, press the feet, lengthen the neck, and you are good to go. Hold here and enjoy. 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, 1, extend the fingers. Bring the arms closer to the back. Fingers are long, fingers are together. Trying to even out my arms. And we're going to hold on to the back of the chair so you can go all the way back. Grab a hold, leaning forward, dropping the chin down towards your throat, lengthen the back of the neck. It's a little shoulder stretch, arm stretch. Light touch of the chair. I have a very light grip, not like stressing my fingers in any way. But I do want you to lean a little bit to lengthen the arms further. Let go of the chair. Bring the arms back to the side. Now we're going to take the hands so they face forward. Now spin the arms again so the palms face upward. Press down into the floor with your feet evenly. Take a breath. Use that breath to lift the arms overhead. Touch the hands together. Well done. Back to Anjali Mudra. All right, twisting one direction. So you choose which direction first. I'm going to the left now. Turning the belly. Keeping the hands center of the chest. Enjoy your twist. Use your feet. Press down. Notice your glutes are working here when you do that. Inhale, come back to the center. The other side. And if you're pressing the palms firmly and they start to get tired, loosen up that grip. Turning the other way. Lengthen the back of the neck. And then come back to the center with an inhale and extend the arms forward. Separate the hands shoulder width apart and come back into a cat. This is a rounded, scooped belly. Bringing the back of the heart toward the back of the chair. And then keep the arms long. We're going to lean forward, reach forward. And rocking back into a cat, scooping the belly, dropping the chin down towards your chest. Look down at your belly, draw it in, keep it there as you come forward. Lean forward like you're going to lean and pick something up that's pretty far away. And then leaning back. Spread across the upper back, dropping the chin down. One more inhale, lean forward. Exhale, and then come back to neutral. Your arms tired. Drop the shoulders. A little fatigue in the upper back. I want you to draw the shoulders back, engaging the shoulders together and plugging those arms into the socket. And now slowly bring the arms to the side. A lot of warmth here, right? I'm starting to sweat. Turn the hands, rotate the arms. Very carefully with an inhale, very heavy arms. Breathe in, maybe look up, touch the hands, and we have a resting Tadasana. Just let it rest. Relax your hands and arms. Close your eyes. Find your breath here. Notice the deepness, deeperness, is that a word? Full breath in. Exhale all the way out. Eyelids are heavy. And then open your eyes. Take your hands and give them a shake. And then we're going to flick our hands by bringing our thumbs over our nails and opening our hands. One more hand thing. This strengthens the fingers and articulates the joints. So you can hear that flick. And I'm going to speed it up. Drop the arms to the side. Breathe in. We're going to time the arms as we move our hands. Doing a lot at once, breathing, lifting, flicking our hands. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And relax. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands. Reach both arms evenly, parallel to each other. Now we're going to bring the left arm forward and the right arm back, twisting to the right. Keep those kneecaps pointing forward. One arm back, one arm forward, look to the side. Inhale, both arms up. Draw the navel in, parallel those hands and arms. Inhale, reach both arms up. And right arm forward, left arm back, looking to the side. And inhale, lift. Come back to the front. Can you join the hands? Nice work. Back to the legs. Relax your hands and arms. See if you can soften the shoulders. And close your eyes for a moment. Just notice what you're feeling, any sensations. All right, we're going to posterior tilt the pelvis back into a cat position. Don't move your hands. So I want you to just do this slump, slump with the upper body, mid-spine, lower back is rounding into a cat, a seated cat. Just rest the elbows alongside your hip bones. Press down into your legs and then draw your chest forward into a cow. You know this one. But press down into your legs as you lift up with your head and neck. That's your background. We're going to do that again. Keep your hands where they are. Draw the elbows in. Draw the navel in into your cat. A little bit of pressure of your hands to kind of anchor the shoulders. Stay there with your arms. Come forward, chest forward, lift, press. Breathe. And back to neutral. Press down into the leg with your right hand and hover the right foot off the floor. And release. Changing sides. We did this yesterday. First we did without lifting and then we did lifting. This time we're just going to lift the leg and alternate. Pressing down, little resistance. This works the quad, the psoas, the groin muscles. Gentle lift, gentle press, release, and lift. Flex the foot and press and release. Speeding it up. Kind of like marching. When you lift the foot off the floor, flex the foot. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift that left leg, keep pressing, extend the leg forward. Flex that foot. You see the bottom of my foot? My left hand is on my thigh. I'm going to lift at 5, pressing down 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring that foot back in. Let's do the other side and extend. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Lift 1 and release. Take your hands underneath your thigh, interlace them like a little sling. Lift that leg up, flex your foot. You're going to bring that leg to the side and around. We're going to do some hip work and glute work. So we're going to warm up that joint first. If this does not feel comfortable for your hands, interlace your fingers in front of your knee. Reverse. And then square everything up. Sit tall. Lift your knee, flex your foot, and extend the leg. And then bend your knee, bring your knee a little closer to you, bring your leg to the side, and then turn the toes so they face to the side, externally rotated, and extend the leg. Bend the knee. Bring that knee back to center. Extend the leg. Lift the knee a little bit. Turn the leg out. Press through the heel. Bend the knee. Lift it a little closer. Bring the knee straight up. One more. Bend the knee. Turn it out. Extend. Bend the knee. Bring it back to neutral. Lift it and release it. So there's always options. You can bring your knee up with your strap. Sometimes this could be even easier if you bring the strap right in front of your knee. You can go like that. And rotate other side. We're changing sides. Bring your hands behind your thigh or in front of your knee, rotating the knee in a circle. And reverse your circle. Pressing down with the other foot to anchor those hips so they stay square. And then lift that knee a little higher, extend the leg forward. Lift the knee, turn out, and extend. Lift the knee, neutral, extend forward, kick through the heel, and lift, turn out, and extend. Lift the knee, come back to the center, extend. Last one, inhale, turn out, extend, lubricating that joint, and lift the knee, bring the knee closer to your chest, a little higher, try not to slump the lower back, keep it long, and release. All right, sit comfortably on your chair. If you're too far to the edge, come back a tiny bit. We're going to use our leg muscles to do something similar. Lift the knee, press through the heel, and then point. Flex, lift, turn out, flex, point. And lift, same thing almost, except we're just pointing and flexing. And lift. One more, and extend, turned out, point, flex, and lift. Bring it back to the center, and release. Should feel it right here. Other side, inhale, extend, foot is flexed, and then point, flex, and lift, turn out, extend, point, flex, and lift. Back to the center, extend, point, flex, and lift. Last one, turn out, extend, point your foot, flex, lift. Now square it up and release. Well done. All right, we're going to stretch that out on our chair. We're going to turn to one side. Let's everyone go to the left. Well, let's everyone go to the right side. Let's start with the right. Bring your right foot over to the right side of your chair. And then take this other leg, bring your hand right on top of your thigh. And your thigh bone, the right thigh bone, is resting on the seat. So this leg is at a right angle. This knee is directly over your knee. So draw a line from your ankle bone up to the center of your knee on the inside. And then take this thigh and draw so the kneecap comes towards you and the kneecap faces down, not the kneecap towards you, the leg towards you and the kneecap faces downward. And then lean forward, pick up this back foot. Can you see that? So I'm at a bit of a right angle. If that's not happening and you're not tucking your toes, just bring your foot flat. The idea, however, is to stretch right here in the groin. So do what you can here. If your knee is out like that, I want you to draw that knee in towards you. Now I'm going to scoot my foot back. If you cannot tuck your toes, untuck them. Bring your hand to your hip. See if you can bring your left hip so it comes forward, squaring up with the other hip. All right, now press down with the front foot. Create a little more room there, right? And draw that left shoulder forward. So we're in a lunge. Hold on to the back of the chair, square it all up, and then drop this left hand to the side. We're going to lean and really stretch that area. So if your foot is over here, you can still feel a stretch in the side body, leaning toward the back of the chair. And then lengthen toward the sky to release the top arm. Bend the elbow, make a fist, we did this earlier, and tap the elbow. Extend and lift, inhale. Lean toward the back of the chair, feel that beautiful stretch all the way down into the groin. And reach toward the sky to release this top arm. One more. Flex that arm. Really flex your bicep. Extend, lift, lean. And then bring that arm overhead. We're going to stay here for a moment. If you want to let go of the back of the chair, lift that arm up and press the front foot. See how my back knee is bent? If you can straighten it, wow. That's a big stretch. Holding here. Breathe. One more breath. And release your arms. And help that back leg in. Turn and come back to the front. All right. Hands right on top of your legs. Keep them there as you come back into a cat. We're going to stretch that out even more. Doesn't your lower back feel good? And coming forward into a cow. Just lean, lift. And back to neutral. Just one. Change sides. Rest that thigh bone on top of the seat of the chair. Tuck the back foot. See if you can make a right angle with your right leg. Press that front foot. Hold on to the back of the chair. Square up your shoulders. Bring your hand to your hip. Bring the right hip forward, left hip back. This is a good stretch for the feet, right? All right, I'm going to let go of this arm, lift it up and lean toward the back of the chair. And then reach upward as you release that arm, making a fist. You don't have to do this, but it feels good to the side body to me. And flex the bicep as you do that. Inhale, lift and extend. Long fingers. And again, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of tap. One more, extend, lift, inhale. Breathe it. Lean. And one more. Now this is a lot. Inhale, extend, lift, lean. Look straight ahead. Lift that arm overhead. We're going to come into this position. Both arms up if you want. And I'm going to lean forward, see if I can lengthen that back leg. And square up the hips, bringing that right hip forward, left hip back. And hold for a breath. Inhale, releasing the arms. Bring that foot back in. Turn to the front. Look up here. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Draw your fingers towards your knees. Hook your fingertips around the patella, the kneecap, if you can hook there. And then keep your hands there as you really come into a cat. See how that feels from the back, all the way down to the hip bone. And pull yourself forward, relax your arms, come forward into a cow. And then lean over your legs. We're going to go down to the floor, sliding the hands down the shins to the top of the feet. And then drop the head down, crown of the head faces. Let your head hang. And breathe.
We're going to round back up, press down into the floor evenly, firmly as you slowly articulate the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming back to a vertical, eyes closed, breathe. And open your eyes. All right, everyone grab your block if you have one. We're going to work that adductor muscles. So place the block long ways, center of your thighs, where it's comfortable, and then squeeze. Press down into the floor with your big toe mound. See if you can lift the heart, open the chest a little bit more as you squeeze the block. And hold here for 5 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more time, inhale, press the feet, lift up, engage the block, 5, 4, if you start to shake, part of it, 3, 2, and relax. All right. So squeeze that block, bring your hands to the top of your legs, lean back about 2 inches with a flat back. I want you to feel a little pull right here at the lower abs, but I want you to squeeze the block and release. And we're not going to do too many of these. We're just going to do a few. Squeeze the block and lean. We're not lifting our feet off the floor. And release. Engage the belly. Squeeze the block. Press your feet. It all helps. All those actions. And release. Last one. Lean, squeeze, press. Notice all of those actions help. And it gets easier. And come back to neutral. Well done. Place the block right on top of your legs. Bring your hands on top. Hook your fingers over the edge. Come back into a cat. Extend the arms. Drop the chin into your cat. Round. And now press down into the block. Keep your elbows tight to the body as you come forward. 2 more times, just rocking back. You don't have a block, your hands are on your legs. Coming forward. Last one. Exhale in your cat. Inhale in your cow. And come to neutral. Drop your block to the floor, bring your feet wide. And then roll both feet, knees inward, like that. And then roll to the outside of the feet. Just moving in that hip joint carefully. And outward. So Suze, emphasize the out rather than the in. And out. Press the pinky side of the foot when you go out. Rolling. There you go. And then bring the feet flat. Press the big toe mound. Bring your hands to your legs, sit tall. Press the heels of both feet. And now we're going to turn toward your left leg, gaze out over that left knee, and dropping this elbow onto the leg. We're going to do side angle. Turn your hand so it faces upward, and then draw that right shoulder back toward the other shoulder. Hand to the hip, draw that hip down. Let's do 3 very gentle rocks. Side at a diagonal. Draw that hip down to the seat of the chair as best you can. Use that right foot.
Turn your body so that shoulder is right on over that leg to come into a little more of a turn and a twist. And if you want to add this arm, feel that length and strength all the way down to the hip bone. And if you want to add the head, turning the head, look under your armpit. Breathe. Release that top arm. Come back to the front. We're going to come into a cat with our legs like this in a goddess pose. And come forward into our cow. And back to neutral. Turn toward the other leg. Changing sides. Drop the elbow. Hand to the hip. Gentle rocks. This hand is facing upward. That draws that shoulder back and down. Use your feet. Nice and easy. Draw that hip down to the seat of the chair. Turn slightly more so the shoulder's right above the leg. And adding the arm, lifting, extending. How we doing? And reach that top arm. Breathe. And inhale, come back to the center. Going down to the ground, let's bring our hands to the floor. You can use your block. Place it between your feet. You can go here. You can go here. You can go here. Whatever works. Find your breath at the bottom. Let go of the neck. Let go of the head. Big hip opener. And then lift the head. Align the spine. Press down into the floor or your block. Then bring your hands to your knees. Little grasshopper elbows. Press down. Lap back. Come back up. Oh, yeah. All right. Heel toe the feet back to center. Remove that block because we're going to come to standing. Scoot to the edge of your chair. Bring your arms forward. We're going to go through a deep squat to get to a standing position. And then press, lift the arms overhead. Touch the hands together. Starting in Tadasana, just drop the arms to the side. Don't change a thing. Can you relax your shoulders? Can you relax your feet? Can you relax the bottoms of your feet, especially your arches? Engage the front of the legs. Gaze is nice and soft. All right, hands to the hips. Bring your feet a little wider. A little wider than your hips. Bring your feet, about 2.5 to 3 feet apart. Toes are pointing up here. Like that. Yeah. And then sway the hips side to side. Bending a lot in that leg that you sway toward. Bending a lot. So your booty comes back. Your chest comes forward, not in a flat back. Not in a parallel back, but just a little bit. Just lean and bend. Feeling the stretch in the side hip. Tracking that knee right over the toes when you bend the knee though. Make sure you press down, stamp the floor. Keeping the feet anchored. One more. And then come to center, standing tall. Hold on to your chair, maybe stand behind it. Bring your feet parallel right underneath your hips. Shift your weight into your right foot and then lift the left leg. I'm not mirroring you any longer, just do what you can here. If you're standing behind your chair, that's ideal. Now we're going to lift, working that gluteal muscle, the medial. We talked about the minimus, medius, and maximus, those three muscles that make up our back end. And as we lift the leg, we're activating the medius muscle, probably the minimus, the deeper one. And just lift one more and lift and hold. Yep. Stay here. 5. Lengthen the standing leg. Lift up. 4. Keep that foot flexed. 2. 1. And then we're going to hover the left foot over the floor, not stamping it down. We're still standing on our right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Give that leg a shake. All right, feet hip width apart. Holding on. Shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg to the side, toes pointing straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now hover that foot off the floor. It's not touching. Lift up, lift up. Weight is still into that left leg. Flex that foot. And release. Was it easier in that side? Can we do that again? We're not going to lift. We're just going to lift the foot off the floor. Shift the weight. Lift the foot. Hold. And release. Shift and lift. How are we doing? And release that foot. We're going to do it one more time. Shift and lift. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot to the floor. Switch sides. Lifting the right foot. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Well done. Give your legs a little shake. So you feel a little activation out here in the outer leg. All right, standing behind your chair, both hands on the back of the chair. Step your right foot forward. And then draw that left leg back. We're going to come into warrior 1. So the back toes are pointing slightly to the edge of the mat at a diagonal. And that opens up that hip a little bit. But we're going to take that hip, and everyone take your left hand to your left hip and draw the left hip forward. Draw the right hip back. And stand like that. This knee is slightly bent, the front leg. Back leg is straight. Tip of the fingers on the back of the chair. Sit tall, stand tall, look straight ahead. Keep lengthening that back leg. Now, as if you're going to draw your feet together, I want you to activate the feet so you're going to pull both feet toward each other energetically. Hold here. 5. Notice what's happening in your glutes. 2. Breathe. 1. Now we're going to take the right hand overhead, hold onto the chair with the left fingers, and hold. 5. Long top arm. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release that arm, step the back foot in. Give that leg a little shake. And change sides. You just do that, yeah. Stepping the left foot forward, right leg back. Turn the back toes out slightly. Keep that back leg straight. Front knee bends. Hand to the hip. See how I opened up that hip? Now we're going to draw that right hip forward, square up the hips to the front, to the back of the chair, and hold here. And breathe. Bring both hands to the back of the chair, and now keep drawing the right hip forward and the left hip back, And pretend you're trying to squeeze both feet toward each other. So activating the legs, keeping the front knee bent, however, and hold. See if you can come to a stillness in a place that feels comfortable. And if you want to add the arm, let's lift the left arm, holding on with the right hand. Keep activating the feet, drawing them toward each other, lengthening that back leg, front leg is bent. And inhale, release. Give that leg a shake. Standing on both feet, hip width apart. Shift your weight into your right foot. We're going to lift the left knee forward. And I turn toward you so you can see. Still facing the back of the chair, using both hands if you need to. Okay. We're going to bend the standing leg. We're going to bend that knee, slowly dip down, keeping the other knee in the air. And extend the standing leg. 2 more times. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Now lift that knee slightly higher. Other side. Set it down, shift your weight, lift the other knee. Press all 4 corners of the standing foot, lengthen the standing leg, lift that right knee, 3 dips. If you're not dipping, just stand there with the knee up or maybe the toes to touch. This is hard. And release that foot. Give your legs a nice shake. All right, balance pose, tree pose. So standing behind your chair, shift your weight into your left leg. Let's see, your right legs, change sides. And lift that left knee to the front, knee slightly to the side. Bring your toes so they face downward, pointing your foot. And then gravitate the bottom of the foot to the ankle. Press it in firmly. See if you can lengthen the front of the groins. Lift. Draw the navel in. Right in here. Draw that navel in. Right in this area. This is your power. Right here. Pressing the bottom of the foot. If you want to bring your foot to your thigh, please do. But if your foot is right on top of your knee, the side of your knee, you want to drop it below it. Or you can grab your ankle and bring it to your thigh. Come into Vrikshasana, tree pose. One hand to the heart, no hands to the heart. Both hands to the heart if that's easy. One point of focus. Slow and easy breath. And release your foot. Relax that leg, give it a shake. All right, let's try the other side. All right, each side is a little different. That's just how it is. So lifting that foot off the floor, bring the knee slightly to the side, and then gravitate the bottom of the foot to the ankle and give it a little bit of a press that lengthens the front of the body. Neutral spine, neutral low back. Come into your tree pose. Now I'm doing this, but you don't have to do this. Foot to the ankle, toe to the floor always works. It's strengthening that standing leg. Try to breathe in your pose. So feel the gluteal muscles working here. Not clenching, just lifting. One more breath. Inhale. And release your pose. Shake out your hands, shake out your feet. Turn towards your chair. I'm going to bring it to the top of the mat. And walk your feet away. We're going to stretch all that out into an L shape. And once you get your feet to the back of your mat, bend your knees a lot. Bring your feet right underneath your hips. Lengthen out the spine. Draw your chin in towards your chest to lengthen the neck. Bend your knees a lot. And maybe straighten slightly. And bend. Soften your toes. Soften the knees. Draw your navel in, upward. And then bend your knees, look up at your chair, and walk your dog back to your chair. And sit down. Bring your feet flat to the floor, bring your body to the edge of your chair, roll back into a cat. Heel toe your feet a little wider. We're going to go down to the floor into a child's pose. Just cascade over the legs, slide your hands down. Relax your neck. Take a few big breaths. Maybe open your mouth wide. Stretch any tension in the face. Bring your chin to your chest. Take a breath in as you roll back up one vertebrae at a time and heel toe your feet back to parallel and come to a sitting position. Twisting, bring your hand over to your leg. Turning and then keep going with the head and neck. Look behind you. Take a few breaths here. Nice and gentle. Inhale, come back to the center. Go over to the other side. And keep going with the head. Take a few breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Bring your left foot center, right leg on top, crossing the legs. And see if you can squeeze the legs together. Otherwise, cross your ankles or not cross at all. Bring your hands on top of your knees. Pull yourself a little taller. And then roll back into a cat, squeezing all the way. This activates the hips, outer leg, and then come to a neutral spine. Let go, uncross, change sides. Squeeze, inhale, lift, tall spine, and then a rounded spine into your cat. Inhale, lift, find neutral, then release, plant your feet. Bring your arms to the side. I like to end with this pose, crossing that arm, and then press that arm into your chest, turn your head. Feel that nice stretch in the shoulder, top of the arm. And change sides, open wide. Open wide first, then lift up, inhale, look up. Draw the hands down to the heart. Well done. Release. Shavasana. So your version of Shavasana, however that feels right for you, on the floor, on your chair, legs up the wall. Get settled.